Hey, my name is Athena, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about De meeste mensen deugen by Rutger Bregman. I kind of thought I had included that book with the previous video I filmed, but seemingly I hadn't finished that yet. I mean, I hadn't started it yet, I don't quite recall. So here we go. At the moment it is almost the end of December and I don't think I'm going to be finishing any more books, but we'll get to that. So first I will talk about this book and then I will tell you about the books that I'm currently reading. So while I was at my parents' house, house sitting and taking care, spending time with the animals and such, I found this book. They have 2 copies of it because I think they bought one and then one of them was gifted a copy as well, and I saw it and I thought, well, that might be an interesting book, so I read it and I asked them if I could borrow it to film this video. I'm back home now, as you can see by bookshelves. So yeah, this book, translated the title, well, it's about how, kind of statement of the book that most people are good people. I'm probably not the best person to talk about this book because before I read this book I didn't know lots about it, and I am now reading another book that is dealing with a somewhat similar subject, which I'll get to that. But yeah, this was interesting. Like, it wasn't, like, I gave it 4 stars. The font is quite big. I don't know if you can see that, but in particular to, for example, the 2 books that I'm reading right now, this font is quite big. It reads, well, easily enough in my opinion, at least in comparison to the book that I'm reading around. Anyway, it was interesting. It's about the history of humankind and various philosophers and psychologists. I don't quite all remember. It talks about some psychological experiments that were done in the past and things like that. And yeah, I liked it. 4 stars. And you know, I borrowed it from my parents, and yeah, I thought it was interesting. Some bits I'd heard of before, others less so. Yeah, sorry, I don't have lots to say, I guess. Also, beforehand, then I think about what I want to say, and then I'm filming, and all thoughts went away. But it's quite a big book. I don't know if you can see that. It is over 500 pages, but the last, like, this bit is bibliography, so that's not, you don't actually read that part. But if you want to find out where a specific saying is from, then you would look at it. Yeah. So that was a nice read. And then I am reading this book, which is called The Dawn of Everything. And as a subtitle, it's got A New History of Humanity. This is by David Graeber and David Wengrow. This is my dad's book. I found it while I was at their house. And he told me I could read it. He bought it recently. And it sounded like it was about a bit of a similar subject, so I started it. And it's interesting so far. It doesn't read as easily as De meeste mensen deugen. This book reads a bit more formally and scientific, I guess. And it's in English, whereas the other one's in Dutch. But interestingly, the author of De meeste mensen deugen has a quote on this book. I don't know if you can see that, but it says here, groundbreaking. But yeah, I am only here. This is the bit I've read. So I don't think I'm going to be finishing this off before the end of the year, which is okay. But I got all that to read. Although the last, this bit is bibliography and other, bibliography and an index, and then before that there is notes. So this part of the book is the notes and then the bibliography. Now I would like to read the notes, but I'm obviously not going to read the bibliography and the index unless I'm looking for a specific sign. But yeah, this book is interesting so far. It is not like the easiest book for my brain to understand. Well, sometimes there are words used that I don't know, and it's something to process. But it's interesting so far, and I still got a whole lot more to read, so I look forward to find out more about where the book is saying. And yeah, I don't know actually why. I don't know if somebody recommended this book to my dad, or if I heard of it or such. I should probably ask him that. The sad thing is, the first author, so these authors wrote the book together, but the first author, Rutger Bregman, he passed away. Yeah, so it's just over 3 weeks after the two of them finished writing this book, which is very sad. But he didn't get to see the book published. It said he died of 59 years of age. I'm liking this so far. But yeah, like I said, I have a lot more to read. I've put a note here where the notes start, so that will make it easier. And the other book that I'm currently in the middle of, well, I say the middle, but really I'm only at like that bit, is The Wheel of Time Companion by Robert Jordan, Harriet McDougall, Alan Romanchuk, and Maria Simmons. I started reading this book a few weeks ago. This is an A to Z book about the various characters and locations and other themes and things in The Wheel of Time. So it starts off with A, and obviously this book contains spoilers for the whole series, so don't read it if you haven't read the series. We've been watching the TV show, my partner and I, and I bought this book a while ago, but I hadn't actually read it yet, and I fancied reading something from this world. So but yeah, I'm only at the A. The next entry for me to read is Altera. So that's this bit I've read. This is still more to read, although the last, no, there's actually not an index or something, obviously. So I'm not gonna finish that anytime soon, and it's not the kind of book you would sit down and read for hours on end. I think I started really reading this book while I was like, I had finished one book and I had a little bit of time, but I didn't want to start another book, that kind of thing. It's just nice to pick up and read bits out of. You can obviously also just look something or something up if it comes to that, but well, so far I'm just reading it from like beginning to, well, I'm only on page 45, so you know, and then because then I picked up this book while later. I actually didn't read in this book for like a week or so while I was reading the books at my parents' house. I did bring this one, but I didn't read lots in it. So yeah, I think I will just read The Wheel of Time Companion slowly over a longer period of time, but we'll see. And I don't think I'm going to be finishing The Dawn of Everything before the end of the year, because there's not that many days left in the year. It's almost the end of December, so, and I have other things to do as well. The only thing is, if I were to start a fiction book alongside these two, then I might finish that. So if that's the case, I'll have to make another video. I thought I should film this now because I don't think I'm gonna finish any more books, but if I do, then I'll have to film another video. But I haven't actually edited yet the other December videos, the wrap-up videos that I filmed, so I might be repeating myself, and I don't know because I haven't seen that footage again. So I still have to edit all of that, but I will, but not just yet. I am still quite tired from sensory overload from we stayed at my parents' house for a week, looking after animals and the house and plants and stuff, and then we came back on Christmas Eve, and so on the Christmas day I spent most of the morning unpacking and cleaning, and I think I did too much because I was very worn out after that. And then celebrating Christmas, and on Christmas Day itself we celebrated my partner's birthday with my parents, and then on the 26th we celebrated Christmas. So I'm kind of worn out after all that. of worn out of sensory overload. I am also, at the point of filming this, really behind with watching BookTube and YouTube. But I need enough energy to be able to do that, otherwise I'll get sensory overload again really quickly. And I also have a couple of videos to edit, so I'll do my best. But yeah, it may be a little while before I catch it. Because it costs me energy to watch videos, so I have to have enough energy to do that so that I don't get sensory overload too early in the day, or sometimes I have to save my energy for other things. Yeah, anyway, I don't have a lot of energy, so I need to rest first and recover, and then I have some end of the year videos to film. I spent yesterday working on my spreadsheet because the last few months I have read some books from countries that I hadn't read from before, and so for the spreadsheet that has the statistics of all the reading years as far as I have them, when I add new countries into that, because I have a spreadsheet for per year, so I can add them into the 2021 sheet, no problem, but then I copy the values of the statistics of the 2021 sheet into the total one, and then it'll get messed up if I add countries. And so everything like below that has to be then fixed so that it refers to the correct value, which was a pain, but I enjoy it when it's done. It can be a bit tedious work to do, but it's done. I did that yesterday, and I didn't realize I have to add 2022, but I might want to film my statistics video first. First I need to rest and recover, although by the time you see this I'll obviously have edited this video and the previous ones, so yeah. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for being part of my channel this year, for watching, liking, commenting if you did those things. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you next. Bye!